Hello my lovelies and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Megan and I just do kind of a bit of lifestyle, motherhood, all that kind of thing, marriage, all that sort of idea over on this channel. So if you'd like to stick around, I'd love if you'd be able to subscribe down below and give this video a big like if you enjoyed. So let's get into it. So today's video is all about newborn essentials. So basically in this video I'm going to tell you basically everything that I have used for my newborn. My baby is now like 3 months, which is crazy. She's not a newborn anymore, she's a little hubby baby, which is really good. It's really nice to see all the different stages, but yeah, it's really sad I don't have a little squishy newborn anymore. But yeah, over the last 3 months I have definitely used a lot of different products, a lot of different things in order to take care of my baby. So I just wanted to share with you guys what I think and what I deem as like newborn essentials and what you should need if you're going to be giving birth soon. So yeah, I'm going to do it like in sections of different categories, so like sleeping, bathing, things like that. So let's just get into it because I've got a lot of products to show you guys. So yeah, I will leave links down in the description as well if I can find anything to link of any products that I do use or have used in the past 3 months. I will try and link them for you guys so that you can easily shop them. Just a little disclaimer, not everything that I think is an essential or not everything that has worked for me maybe not will work for you, but this is just kind of a guideline just to kind of help you on your way to what you should need, like give you an idea of what you maybe will need for a newborn baby when they're born. So let's just get into it. So we'll start with the first category, which is feeding. So one thing that I use all the time with feeding and sleeping, just tracking like everything, which I just want to mention first of all, is the baby tracker app. I think I've mentioned this in a couple of my videos, but I really do recommend it if you are a first time mom or you're pregnant, going to be giving birth and everything. So I would recommend it. It's basically an app where you can track like your feeds, your nappies, like nappy changes, and sleeping and all that kind of thing. So yeah, this is basically what it looks like. I don't know if it's going to focus. So you just basically are able to track everything. So I would recommend that. I have talked a bit more about it in my day in the life with a newborn video, so I will link that down below or in the eye, just so that you can check that out. So with feeding, we use a sterilizer, and we actually have the Tommy Tippy one because we did start off with Tommy Tippy bottles. I bottle feed April, so we use a sterilizer, and then we did start off with Tommy Tippy bottles. We did change to Dr. Brown bottles because she had a lot of like gas and everything, so we just changed over bottles just to try and see if that would alleviate it, and it did. And then the teats and everything, she likes the teats on the Dr. Brown bottles a lot better than the teats on the Tommy Tippy bottles, so it's just what worked for her. But just find a bottle that works for your newborn. It's a bit of trial and error. Yeah, so we have the Dr. Brown bottles. I have 6 of those. The sterilizer. We also have like a bottle brush. So our bottle brush is not actually like a bottle brush, it's like an actual like dish brush. It's just really good for cleaning because there's fairy liquid in like the handle. So it's easy to actually, the fairy liquid comes out, you don't have to use fairy liquid every single time because it's just in the handle. So we just have like a separate head, our separate brush. So the orange one is for our bottles, and then like the green one that we have is for our dishes, so we keep them separate. And then we have like a wee tiny bottle brush as well, that we are able to get into all of the little tiny parts of the bottle to make sure that it's all nice and clean. So I'd recommend I think you definitely do need, what is recommended is you have a sterilizer even if you're breastfeeding up until they're 1, for dummies and anything that are going to like be put in their mouth or anything like that. So yeah, the Tommy Tippy one's really good and I would recommend it. It's done as well. So the next thing is bibs and muslin cloths. I just have little like fabric ones or like wee triangle ones, but there's so many different types of viz. I actually have like so many different types, like just people have bought me like packs and I just put it all in my nappy caddy. It's just so easy just to have them. And then like we Muslim scarves as well, just in case they'd be sick, you're able just to quickly wipe away. So yeah, I would recommend those. These, I think these are from Etsy, I think. I'm nearly sure. I'll have a wee look and link them below. So that's everything for feeding, because I'm bottle fed, that's everything that we use. The next category is sleep. So for sleep, the big thing that has been a lifesaver and that she literally really loves, and it is a sound machine. So I actually have two recommendations for a sound machine because I've used both and they're both really good, and they both have different pros. So the first one is this 3 meg sound machine. It's just got a lead, it plugs into like a USB plug, and basically, so on the top, you can see here, it has like a night light. I still haven't got plugged in so I can't show you, but it has like a night light, and then you can press on, has a timer, it has different noises, I think it has maybe 10 different noises, and you can turn it up and turn it down, and again there's a wee night light, like it comes round on this part. It is really really good. The only con about this is you can't take it anywhere, so when you're using it, it has to be used like when you're at home, like as in you can take it places if you have a plug, but you can't like take it on the go if you need it in the car or whatever. So yeah, this is really good and I would recommend it. I think I got this off Amazon. This was actually gifted to me from my sister for my baby shower. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it because it is a very good sound. The one that I would use more often is the so I can't actually show you because she's sleeping and it's in the room with her, but I'll insert a video of it. But it's basically just another type of sound. It's like a sound box. It's from Amazon as well. It has so many different sounds. It has like 3 different types of sound, like white noise, pink noise, and some other noise. So there is so many different sounds in it. We just use the white noise setting because that's what she prefers. The thing about this one is you can charge it up and then bring it with you on the go. So like it plays without being plugged in, which is really handy. So like if we're in the car and she's sleeping or needs to go to sleep, or if she's in the pram and needs to go to sleep, I can just pop it on and it does help her get to sleep when we're out and about, which is why we would use that more often, because it does have that ability to like bring with us everywhere. So I would recommend either or of them. The next thing for nighttime with sleeping and nighttime feeding and changing is a nightlight. This is the one we have that has a little sticker on, which is really cute. So this is the Media Coast Dream Egg nightlight, like egg light nightlight. Again, this is from Amazon. I think you can get them in multiple places, but you basically just tap it and it comes on. You can't even see it, and then you can make it a brighter setting, so you just hold it in for a brighter setting, and then you can actually make it go cold. We usually just keep it on the warm setting because it's nicer on the eyes, but yeah, it comes with like loads of different stickers as well, so it's like you can just personalize it. So Peter chose these ones. But yeah, I would definitely recommend getting a nightlight because you don't want to turn the big light on because you don't want to wake your baby properly. You still want them kind of sleepy when they're having their feeds at night, so they're easier to get down. So this is the one we have found that has like really helped us, because again, this can travel with you. So if you need to like go down and make a bottle or get a bottle or whatever, you can actually just bring this with you, instead of like turning any lights on, and then you can bring it back up. So this again just charges by like, it's like a wireless sort of charging. So you plug in the charger and then you just pop this on top, and this wee part, the base goes into it and it charges. So yeah, this is a really good nightlight, and I would recommend it. I would recommend is getting any sort of nightlight, anything at all, even if it's plug-in, just so that you can turn it on. It's quite dim, and this has good 2 settings, which is good. So if we needed it a bit, like if she had done a poo during the night, we are able to turn it on a wee bit higher just to be able to see everything, but just for feeding generally, I just keep it on the lower setting. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this. Then the next thing, so they do recommend that you have your newborn in your room sleeping beside you in like a next to me crib or like a Moses basket for the first 6 months of their life. So we have the Chico next to me cot, crib, whatever you want to call it, cot beside us in our bedroom. Ours is the Chico one. It is a very good one. It does rock as well, which is really good. And then we just got a mattress for it from Amazon. So yeah, I would definitely recommend that one. It is very good, and she does love it. It's like a decent good size, but it's not too big where it takes up too much room. I would definitely say that is definitely an essential. And then we also have like sheets for her mattress. These are possibly from Amazon again. I think I just done a big order on Amazon before she arrived. I just bought loads of stuff that we needed. But yeah, these are just sheets I got there. I've got like a pack of them, and I just wash them and change them out. But yeah, these are definitely something that we need to use, and I also use these in the carry cot of the pram to change out as well. The next thing that I would say is definitely an essential is a swaddle. So we did swaddle April when she was a newborn, and she definitely loved it. If I didn't put a swaddle on her, she wouldn't actually like stay sleeping for a long period of time. She would definitely wake up because she flails, because whenever they're newborns, they do tend to they have no control over their arms and legs, so they just flail and then they like hit themselves and they wake themselves up. So that's the point of a swaddle. You aren't just supposed to swaddle past 2 months, so she's out of a swaddle now and into a sleep sack, but for the first couple of months she definitely loved her swaddle and she really liked it. So I got these ones, which are really easy to use. Instead of actually using like a swaddle that you had to like fully swaddle, would be really hard during the night and everything. So I got these ones which are Velcro. So basically they're like a cocoon. So you put your baby into this bottom part here, and then it comes over like you can either put it around their shoulders, or I would have always just kept one arm out so that she got used to kind of sleeping with one arm out. And then you just sort of put it under one arm and then put this over their chest and tied or like snuggled it in. And she really loved this. So I got these ones. I think they're called the Nurture Trem ones. I'll leave a link to them down below, but they come in a 4-pack. And yeah, the 4 was fine for me. I just washed them as she used them, and they seem to do really well. So yeah, they came in like 3-4 different patterns as well. So I'd recommend these. They definitely helped her to sleep, I would say, and she really did love being swaddled. And then the next thing I want to just put in here for sleep, which is obviously an essential, even just in general, is some sleep suits and some vests. So I've just got a vest here to show you. So these are just ones from Next. The best thing about vests are, well, people call them bodysuits. I always call them vests, but I think they are bodysuits, so what they're called. What I would recommend with vests and baby grows is to have poppers like this, not buttons, or zips. So poppers or zips, and then there's buttons at the bottom of these ones as well, or like, yeah, poppers at the bottom of these ones, like that. Because in the middle of the night, you're not going to want to sit and fiddle with any buttons or any like things like that. I would definitely recommend. I had some zippy ones and I had some popper ones that she loved to have. But in the summer, we had a summer baby. She was born at the end of June, and our summer was quite hot, so we ended up just having like a bodysuit on her. So that worked really well for us. But yeah, I would definitely recommend getting something that has poppers, not buttons, because during the night you don't want to fiddle with the buttons to try and get. So that is everything to do with sleep. So the next thing is bathing. So for a baby, I think the main thing is like a baby bath. You can just bathe your baby in the sink, or you can just bathe it in the bath, just have like something over it just to keep it nice and warm. You can do all of those things. What I found, because she was so, like, babies are like really, they can't keep their head up or anything like that, I found this bath was definitely, I tried a couple of baths and this one was definitely the one that I had kept using. So this is a Struggle baby bath. A struggle baby bath. It says on stress free bath time, padded bath rest, handy plug and compact size. So this is suitable for newborns, and you just pop them. There is like a wee little like seat type thing that they sit on, and then you hold them, like hold their wee head and everything. So yeah, I have found that was like a really good snuggle, I think it's called, a really good bath. And she really loved it. She liked being in that bath. I think I put her in a different type of bath that kind of lies down a bit more, and she hated that. So the one sitting up she definitely loved a lot more. And then I just put like a wee face cloth over her, just to make sure that she was nice and warm. And yeah, so that's what she bathed in. She has only just went into the big bath now, because she does like to kick and everything, so that's a bit small just for the way that she wants to kick. She can use that up to 1 year old, I think, but I think she likes to be in the big bath now, so I've popped her in there. But yeah, I have used that for 3 months, so I have got good use. Thing that I used a lot that I think is a baby essential is a baby thermometer, a bath, like a water thermometer. This one I think is from Amazon, and it is like a wee turtle, so you just pop in the water and it just tells you the temperature. So a baby's bath is supposed to be between like 36 and 38 degrees. So this really did help us. Now I just know the temperature, so I don't need to put this in anymore, but I think it does help just to kind of get you used to what the temperature of a 38 degrees water is. So yeah, I would recommend getting yourself one of these because it does help with like knowing the temperature, and it's not going to be too hot or too cold for your baby. And then also just like a wee baby sponge. So I've got like a couple of these. You get them in like a pack of 3, I think, from like Tesco, I think these are from, but you can get them anywhere, probably Asda, again the newborn baby shops. But yeah, sponges are really good because you can just clean them around and they're nice and soft, so they'll not be hard on their skin or anything. So I would definitely recommend a baby sponge. Also is some shower gel or like baby wash. I use the baby Aveeno one. This one here, this is the Daily Care Aveeno Baby Gentle Bath and Wash for sensitive skin. Gently cleanses and leaves skin feeling moisturised. So I definitely swore by this for the first, or well, I do still use it now, but I definitely swore by this for the first few months because whenever they first come out, for the first couple of weeks their skin is really like dry, it's trying to get used to the world, so it does like start to peel and everything, and this leaves it very nice and soft and kind of like tries to stop it peeling. So yeah, this is a very good brand to use. But there's so many different ones. I bought so many ones like from Tesco, there's some from like Asda. So yeah, I would definitely recommend just getting some sort of daily care kind of body wash for your baby. And then another thing for bath time is some hooded toils. So I have a few of these, they're just like toils. They kind of look like a cape with a hood on them so that you can put their hood over their head and it keeps them nice and warm. So yeah, I would definitely recommend getting some of these. These have been really good. You can just use a normal towel, but I think these are just easier because the shape of them, so it kind of goes out like this. So the shape of them, you put your baby here and then you wrap this part around and then this part. So it's like the right like kind of shape to wrap your baby to avoid it getting cold. So I just have like a couple of, or a few of these, and I just wash them every time I use them. This one's from Primark, but you can, I think I've got some from Asda and I've got some from, maybe it's only Primark and Asda. I've got a couple from Primark and a couple from Asda. So yeah, you can pick these up anywhere, they're so handy. The next thing then to do with baths, or the last thing actually I think to do with bathing or bathing is cream. So I have two options here because I did use both of these. So when she was a newborn, I used the baby Aveeno one, and this was because this is like a moisturising 24-hour kind of barrier cream moisturiser. This one is like basically empty, so I used this basically for her first month, just to make sure that just to get her skin nice and smooth, to kind of get all the flakiness away, just to try and help and counteract all of the dryness. So I would recommend this. I changed over to Child Farm. this one is actually scented, so this is why I changed over basically. It's mildly scented, so basically it just makes your baby smell beautiful, and everyone who holds her are always like, oh, she smells so nice. I always sniff her head and they're always like, she smells so good. So yeah, I changed over to this one, and it's also kind of more gentle cream as well, like a moisturizer, daily moisturizer for sensitive skin. So the next thing is changing. So for changing, I have a couple of things so I use that out and about and I use in the house. So when I'm in the house, I have this nappy caddy, which is definitely something every mum should have. It is so helpful. Sorry, there's a hair. My hair's shedding so badly. But it's so helpful. It literally fits everything. I've got everything out of it at the moment just to show you guys what I am deeming as a newborn essential. But yeah, so this literally fits, like, so I have all of the nappies in here, and I usually have wipes down the side, and then I have all our bibs in one compartment, and then I have all of the other kind of miscellaneous stuff, which I'm going to talk about in a second, in the other side. And then there's like so many pockets. I have like some bags, nappy bags in there, loads of pockets at the front, loads of pockets at the back, and then pockets at the sides. So yeah, this is definitely, it was literally only $7.99 on Amazon, and I use it every single day. This is something that I would genuinely like say, if you're gonna buy anything from this video, it would be this. Honestly, this has definitely been a lifesaver, just to be able to carry everything up and downstairs without having like a handful of everything. It's definitely very, very essential for me. When I'm out and about, I do use her nappy bag, obviously. So my nappy bag is this here. This is the stork sack one. I have talked about it in a couple of videos, I think. But it's basically like a waterproof black stork sack bag. It's not too big, not too small. It does look quite big on the camera, but this goes close. It does have like a pram connector onto it as well, and it also comes like a bottle bag as well. And then inside for changing, there is a changing mat that comes with it. So this comes with the actual stork sack bag. So it's a travel changing mat. It just folds out and you can put it down anywhere, which has been really handy. Also for changing, so obviously a newborn essential is nappies and wipes for any newborn. The nappies and wipes I use are actually both Lippy Loo. These ones are actually recommended by the hospital. In our country it's the NHS Trust. They actually give you like a little bag when you're in the hospital, and it has Lippy Loos in them. I have tried Asda ones, Little Angels, I've tried Pampers, I've tried a lot of nappies, but I've come to the conclusion that Lippy Loo are definitely the best nappies that I could find. They have never leaked, especially with like the poo explosions and all of that. They have never leaked, which is really, really good, because we do not want to have any leaky nappies. I remember I put one of the Pampers on her because people have bought me them, obviously. So I was just using up all the nappies that people had bought, and someone bought me Pampers, and I put Pampers on her, and she literally exploded everywhere. So was not going to use them again. But it's just what works for you. You can try loads of different nappies, but if you're having trouble with like poo explosions exploding everywhere, then I would recommend trying the Lippy Loo ones, because they've been really good for me. Well, I wouldn't say this has been an essential for me, but I know that a lot of babies can get newborn baby rashes, like nappy rashes. So I do have it, and I do use it from time to time, because she does get maybe a bit red or whatever. But this is like a nappy cream. This is the Child Farm one, and this is a really good one. It has like aloe vera extract in it. And it also, again, is for sensitive skin, vegan and cruelty free. So yeah, this is a really good one, and it's nice and like, it's not thick like nappy cream, it's like an actual like moisturising cream. The last thing for changing is a changing mat in the nursery. I will show you, I'll just like insert a photo or video of it. It's basically, I think this one's from Mums and Papas, as well as like the wee changing mat inside. It's like a basket with the changing mat inside. It like avoids them from rolling off the counter. Not that you're going to leave them on the counter, but I do like it, and it's aesthetic as well because of the nursery. That is totally not where I got it, but it is a very good changing mat. I use it all the time, and I take like loads of photos in there as well, so it's really nice. I will leave a link to it below. It's just like a tabletop one, so we put it on like our chest of drawers in the nursery, and it works really well. And then I just have like a wee basket in the nursery for all her changing bits and bobs as well. That's everything for changing. The next sort of category is like miscellaneous bits and bobs that I have found as a newborn essential, and that has really worked for her and that she has needed basically most days. So yeah, so the first thing in this category that I would deem as an essential for babies is this here. This is a thermometer. You can get any type of thermometer, just anything that will take their temperature, just in case they do have a temperature. You'd rather know than guessing they have a temperature, and especially whenever they have their vaccines and stuff, it's good just to kind of know what their temperature is sitting at, because they do tend to get a wee temperature when they get their vaccines at 2 months and then 3 months. So just because you don't want it to get too high and then to get too unwell, so you'd rather just know what the temperature is. Yeah, I would recommend getting one of these. Is definitely a newborn essential. The next thing is, so babies get congested so easily, and this is something that April has actually really struggled with, being congested. So this has definitely been a very big newborn essential for me. This is like a sucker, like a nose sucker. So basically you put this in their nose and then you suck out. It doesn't actually, their boobies will never come up to your mouth because there's like a wee guard that catches it all, so don't worry about that. I know it sounds strange and I was a wee bit skeptical on it as well at first, but my mum actually recommended this to me and she bought it as well, and I was really glad because we use this basically every single day, because she does get very congested. And something to go along with that, which she has used basically every single day from birth, is saline nasal spray. This is just the Calpol one. We did have a different one as well, I think just like Asda's own brand one we had, but this is the only one they had whenever we went to get a new one. So yeah, any works. So this says from birth on it as well. It's basically just this little spray in a bottle, take off the wee lid, and then you just pop up their nose and spray up their nose, and this like helps with decongesting as well. So yeah, that is something else. And then again, so along the kind of nose area is this vapor oil. This one's for kids. I have this one, and I also have Albus oil. Albus oil is only suitable from 3 months, and this one is suitable from birth. So we have used this one, and now I've switched over to this one now that she is 3 months. They are both really good. I would recommend both of them. Basically just put it in a bowl of hot water, put some oil in, and it kind of fills the room with kind of like, do you know, like fixed rub kind of smell, like a minty, like nose clearing smell. It has worked really well for her. The next thing on the miscellaneous list is actually sun cream. This one's from Birth. It's just a Tesco Sololi BB 50 plus high UV protection sun cream. So she was actually born in, April was actually born in June, the end of June, so again we had like a quite hot summer, so this is really good. Also we didn't have her in the sun, like directly in the sun or anything, but if we were out and about, I just didn't want, or even in the car, just the sun rays beaming in, I didn't want to kind of get her skin exposed to the sun, so I bought some sun cream, and this has definitely been a lifesaver. The next thing in miscellaneous is some Calpol, so this is very good. I actually didn't buy this until like 2 months whenever she had her vaccines. She didn't actually need it, which is why I just forgot about it, but it is definitely an essential, especially when they get their vaccines at 2 months, because their temperature does go up. So we ended up giving her a couple of doses to keep her temperature at bay, which really helped. So this is an essential from 2 months old. So yeah, I would definitely recommend getting yourself some Calpol. The other thing I would say is a big essential for me is dummies. So not everyone will choose to use dummies. We personally did. We used these ones. So we did actually start out with using MAM ones, but they were quite small. Again, like the Tommy Tippy bottles, like the teat was quite small, and compared to the Dr. Brown. And then these dummies, the teat, like the nib is actually quite wide, like quite long, which she really prefers. I think she's got quite like a long mouth, like a long top of the, like, I don't know what that's called, like the top of your mouth. She has like a long part of that. So we use these here, and these are the Frig dummies, Frigg. So you get these on a 2-pack on Amazon, that's where I got them, and then I put them in these wee dummy cases if I'm not using them. These again are from Amazon, they're very handy, you can just wash them and sterilise them as well, as well as your dummies. So you get like a pack of like 6 dummy cases for like £5, which is really cheap. So I came from Amazon. I've definitely found that I've used these quite a lot. And then along with dummies are dummy clips. So we've only started using these obviously because she is a bit more active and stuff. So these ones are from Etsy. They are not the ball ones because I did a lot of reading about dummy clips and the wee balls some babies have choked. So I was like, I'm not gonna get those. So I just got like wee fabric ones that are like knitted, and they have like a wee clip on the end like this, and you can put that on like their clothes, and then this goes round the dummy like thing as well. So these are from Etsy, and there's so many different colours that you can choose from, but yeah, these are really handy. I think I started using these from about 2 months, because she did start to drop out her dummy when we were out, or like if I was holding her and we were out, and I didn't want her dummy to fall on the floor because I need to re-sterilise it or whatever. So I decided to just go with, I decided to get some dummy clips, and they have been a lifesaver because it means if she pushes her dummy out and doesn't want it, at least it's not going to go on the floor, it'll just dangle. Another wee thing which I really have found really helpful and really that I've used quite often is little BB clippers. They're literally like the tiniest little clippers ever. So baby clippers are definitely, I'd say, it's an essential. Their wee nails grow so quickly and they're so sharp, and then especially when they're newborns they flail and then they just like scrape their hands. You can get like wee mittens, but I feel like mittens just do not work. They always come off and it's just a nightmare really. So I find that these, like cutting her nails down, has definitely been a lifesaver. She doesn't mind getting her nails cut actually. I just like hold like now it's easier to cut her hands, or cut her hands. Now it's easier to cut her wee nails because she holds my finger and I'm able just to kind of do that. But when she was a newborn, I usually done it when she was sleeping, so she never even knew anything. And you just, getting wee tiny ones makes it really easy to get the wee small ones kind of clipped, like our wee nails clipped, instead of getting the big ones. Like it's more chance of like hurting her or like cutting her or whatever. So yeah, I'd recommend getting some wee tiny baby clips. These are from, I think I got these from like Tesco or something. I think you can get them anywhere, just like a wee pack of stuff, like nail stuff for babies. Another newborn essential which I've definitely used basically like every single day is a baby carrier. This baby carrier is from Joe and Joy. If I can find it, I will leave a link to it. My sister actually has one, so this is kind of like a baby wrap carrier. I'll insert a picture of what it actually looks like on the screen with the baby in it. Yeah, I've definitely loved this. It's definitely one of my biggest essentials. She would do 1 nap a day at least in this baby carrier, baby wearing, you know, for a contact nap. So yeah, I would definitely say this is something that I have used basically every day. Obviously, one of the more obvious things is a pram and a car seat. So we actually have the Finichi travel system 3-in-1. So it's like you get the base like pram part, the one with part with the wheels, your car seat and your carry cot and your toddler part. So yeah, we've really loved that pram. It's been a very, very good pram. It's one with the suspension, so it's really good for going over bumps and everything. I'm not going to talk too much about that because every pram is different. Every pram does, basically most prams do the same thing, and you can just read up on your prams, but I do have the Finichi one, and the Finichi one is really, really good. So my last category for today's video, I know this has been a lot of products and newborn essentials, but this is everything that I have used. So yeah, we'll just get on to the last one and then that'll be us. The last category is playtime. So for newborns, their wake windows are very, very short, like literally only 45 minutes, and that includes their feeding and their changing and everything. So 45 minutes is really short, so their playtimes are going to be really, really short. But one thing that I really loved and really still use to this day is actually like some songbooks, because she doesn't actually have to look at them, but she can look at them if she wants. But songbooks are really good because it means they have like these have like so many different nursery rhymes in, and you can just sing them to her, which is really handy, and they have all of the words, which is also really handy because I'm trying to learn all the words. But yeah, this is from Little Tiger. Yeah, this is something that she has really enjoyed using, and also like just general books. The other thing that we used really quite a lot, and we still use now, baby sensory cards. So whenever they're like, I think it's 1 to 3 months, right, from newborn to 3 months, they can only see in black and white, or it's maybe like it's only like maybe to 2 months or something like that, but I know like for the first wee while of their life they can only stay in black and white. So I actually got these wee black and white cards, they're like wee flash cards, and she has really enjoyed using these. So I basically just go through them all, and I would maybe like sing her a song like "You Are My Sunshine" for this one, "Rain Rain Go Away, Come Again Another Day." Either sing her a song with these, or I would like kind of like just tell her, like show her what it is and kind of explain it to her, and that's a really good way to stimulate them and to kind of help them with their eyesight, and to get better at focusing on things. One last thing that she has loved using for play as a newborn, and which I would say is quite essential, well it wouldn't be like, it's not like a full essential, but for playing, if you want to get some toys for your baby to help them kind of develop with their brain and everything, this has been a really good thing. So this is kind of like a soft folded book, but it does like have this wee connectors on it that you can connect to their cot. So if they're sitting in their, like lying in their cot, you can kind of put it around their head, or if they're lying on their ground on like a wee mat, you can put it around their head and just kind of sits up like this. So she does love using that. So that is the end of this video. I really hope that you have got something out of it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this has been helpful. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot to me. If you like this video, please give it a big like down below, and hit the subscribe button if you want to stick around for more of my content, and put on the wee notification bell just to help with, you'll get some notifications whenever I upload. Also follow me on Instagram, it's at Megan Ruth with an extra H__, and I will see you in my next video. See you later, bye!